Good morning everyone, once again from Rio. Today we're back in the city of Rio. The previous two videos were in the state of Rio, but in other cities. And we're just passing through a neighborhood called Barra de Tijuca, approaching another neighborhood called Recreio. And we're heading to an area called Grumari, which is in the far west of the city of Rio. And it's supposed to have the nicest beaches in the area. And we also got a rental car, so was this around 120?
Yes, 120 reais per day.
Yeah, so we got this for a few days because we're actually going to be doing a bit of a road trip later as well in the mountainous regions of Rio with some friends. And that's for our automatic car. Here in Brazil, automatics are more expensive than manuals. So Grumari is about an hour away from where we're staying in the central area of Rio, so it's not that close. So we've arrived at the first beach of the day. Way more packed than we thought, so there was no parking spaces in the parking back there. We had to pay one of the parking guys 20 reais and give him the car key. I guess they just keep moving the cars around since there's no places. And this beach is called Prainha, which means little beach. Never been to it before. It is a surf beach. You can see these guys with the surfboards already. Wow, what a beautiful beach. Look at that backdrop. Your first time too, right?
Yeah, I've been to the next beach, which is Praia de Grumari, and I love it. I think it's one of my favorites in Brazil, but this is my first time here, but it's also very, very beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen some people say that this is the most beautiful one in Rio. Yeah, so it's not the best conditions to swim. It says high risk here. There's actually nobody swimming at all. Only the surfers are in there.
Always cold.
Always Rio. So the nice thing about this area is that the majority of it is protected. So you don't have any hotels, buildings or anything. Everything's just completely natural. I think there's still a few bars though. A beach bar here. And I think there's a restaurant at the end that we might go to after. Is that the only way to cool down?
Yeah, it's too dangerous.
Yeah, it looks pretty dangerous. Before we continue with our day, we're going to talk about the sponsor of this video, Surfshark, which is our recommended VPN provider that we've been using for almost 3 years now.
If you are a digital nomad or a traveler like us, you know how risky it can be to frequently connect to public Wi-Fis. However, Surfshark allows us to have a private connection, keeping our personal information and sensitive data safe from potential hackers.
Surfshark also allows us to avoid online restrictions when visiting internet-restricted places. For example, when we traveled to Turkey last year, we could only access some online booking platforms by using a VPN, so Surfshark saved us a lot of headaches when booking accommodations.
Besides that, Surfshark also gives you access to all Netflix libraries. Depending on the country that we are, we have access to limited series and films on Netflix, but with Surfshark we can set our devices to a different location, and that way we can watch any series or films that we want.
With just one single account, you can connect to unlimited devices, which means you can use it to keep your entire family safe online too.
Click on the link in the video description, which has the discount code Jumping Places to get 3 months for free, and that also includes a 30-day money-back guarantee policy.
So we head into that restaurant now that I mentioned before at the end of the beach. Really cool that you have these massive rocks scattered around on the beach here. We saw that in the Costa Verde region of Rio in the state. Is the other beach that you went to kind of like this?
Yes, there are many huge rocks and you can walk between them. I think the rocks are even cooler at the other beach, but this one may be nicer overall.
Because of all the green scenery?
Yeah, maybe. I think just because it's tiny compared to the other one, so it looks more wild, I think.
So we should have probably come to this corner, because here the flag just says medium risk, not high risk. Still lots of waves, but I guess it's better for swimming. Yeah, this is definitely the place to come to for the best view of the beach. Look at that. You can see the whole thing from here. Hopefully it's not too noisy, because the ocean is really noisy on this beach. I'm pretty sure all the footage has been quite noisy so far. So this is called Mirante da Prainha, which literally means Prainha viewpoint. It's a good job that I found this place on Google Maps.
Yeah, there are a few others restaurants like this one with a very nice view. I think on the other beach and on this beach too, but I think this one might be the best one. Really, really beautiful, and the prices are not too bad for this view.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get the robalo grelhado, which is a kind of fish, 169. So it's a great portion. The lady did say it was enough for 2 people. A lot of the times in Brazil when we order food for 2 people, it could probably even feed 3 people. And we got the fried cassava, like we got many times in Brazil, and the farofa, which we've also eaten many times. I think this one has bits of bacon in it. So we've checked into our hotel now. It was only about a 15-minute drive from the beach where we were at, and we're in a neighborhood called Barra de Guaratiba. I never even heard of this place before, so yeah, completely new to me and Carol. And the hotel is called Marambaya Mar. So this is $64 a day, but that also includes breakfast in the morning, and we get some great views from out here. Check this out. So there's a little beach down there, pretty busy for a weekday. And then that over there is like a separate island. We actually saw at the entrance there was the military there, so I guess it's some sort of military base. You can see some big buildings there. I don't think you're allowed to go in there. Huge island though, huge white beach. But yeah, nobody using it I guess because it's a military area. We didn't even know that we had this view here with the beach down there. So we're just making our way to the main beach here in the neighborhood that we're staying in. And check this out. Looks like a weekend here. I wonder if it's like a vacation in this neighborhood.
I don't think it's vacation, it's just, I don't know why people can't come. No work, I don't know.
They're all travel vloggers. So I guess this is the main center too, because it's where the buses are stopping. Although I don't know where the buses come from. So we'll try and find a spot around here. We're walking to the end of the beach, see if it's emptier, but kind of looks the same. Yeah, so kind of funny, the drastic change just over 15 minutes from the other beach that was just all natural, more laid back, not that many people. This is more like a local vibe. But obviously we are in a proper neighborhood here with loads of houses, so people live around here. And I think the other place that we went to, there is no public transport to get there.
No, you have to come either by car, like a rental car, or by Uber. But over here you can get by bus, so that's why there's also more people coming to this beach.
Yeah, it's easier to get to. A lot better here for swimming though, no waves at all. So this is why Brazilians are so good at football. Everybody's always playing football.
I'm not good.
You're not good?
No, not all the Brazilians, but a lot of Brazilians.
You should have played at the beach every day like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even down here you can just see balls flying. So it's the next morning and we're having an early start, so we just got up at 6:30. It's around 7 AM right now, and we got up this early because we're going to be doing a trail to a place called Pedra do Telégrafo. It's one of the most popular viewpoints around this region. So to get there we just gotta go to the top of the neighborhood that we're staying in. Already get some nice views from up here. So that's of that beach that was the military base. And I'm not sure, how long does it take, Carol?
They say 45, 50 minutes, it depends. They say it's not so easy because it's very steep.
Yeah, I already noticed that, so we just walked up there. And yeah, the part that we got to walk up now is really steep too. So the reason that we're going early is that because since it's such a popular place, apparently there's like big queues to take pictures of the main part of the viewpoint. Even people saying that they had to queue up for like 2 hours, even on a weekday. So yeah, that's why we got up early. Hopefully it works. So we got about 5 minutes to go. Not the easiest trail to do, especially this early. I think the problem is the time that we're doing it. And I think we've already got a viewpoint on this side, on top of this rock. Yep, definitely.
Wow.
Wow, so this isn't even the view that we came for, but yeah, that's the little neighborhood that we're staying in, and now you can really see how big the island is. Goes on forever. Be a cool place to do boat tours, wouldn't it? Through all those little pathways there, whatever you call them. So we've arrived at the main viewpoint now here. Spectacular. So this is the other side of the coast that we couldn't see before. Kind of against the sun. Yes. But still looks amazing. And that's the main rock that everybody wants to take pictures from. Good job we came this early then.
Yeah, because I think it gets very busy later on.
Yeah, right now there's only this group and that's it. Doing the push-ups. So we're gonna be heading out of here now. Quite a lot more people here, but I think it takes so long because some people do like the professional photos with a photographer there, and it takes like 20 minutes for each person, so I think that's why it takes a long time. Got some nice deserted beaches here, so I think the only way you can get there is by doing trails. We actually saw 2 people on that beach over there. Must be a massive trail to get there.
Yeah, but I think you can camp at those beaches. So some people they're probably camping there. That's why they're already there so early in the morning.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I guess they camp there. Nice wild place to camp. I mean, look at the scenery around here. So it is now breakfast time at the hotel. Got the coffee. This is quite common in Brazil too. You have the French bread.
Yeah, I love it.
Pão francês. Got lots of meat and cheese. And over here some nice tropical fruit, some cakes, yogurt. I don't think I mentioned before that there's a little pool at this place. And also got some great views here. Similar views that we got from our room. Really nice setting. So now we're making our way back home, but we've just stopped on one of the popular viewpoints here that we're going to check out. So that was the first beach that we went to down there, Prainha. I think if you walk further down you get some nice views. Got some cool coastal views here too, people fishing. But we're going to walk up here because I think there's going to be a different view that we haven't seen yet. So they have some parking spots here. You don't have to park in the middle of the road or anything. That's one of the other awesome things about this area though. The drive around here is amazing because you get these awesome coastal views as you're driving around. And this is the main view that we came for here. Not even sure what this beach is. Is that Praia da Macumba?
Yeah, that one, Praia da Macumba. And then the next one, which we cannot see from here, is Praia do Recreio.
Okay, is that the one with the little like island thing?
Yeah, you can walk to the big rock. It's kind of an island, but you can walk to it because there's sand.
And that's kind of where the developed city part of Rio starts. You can see all the big high-rise buildings, hotels, things like that. It's kind of bizarre that we lived here so long and we never really explored this part.
Yeah, I've been here before to Grumari, and I I always loved this part of Rio. I remember when I was a kid, when my dad and my mom said, oh, we're going there, I was super excited and very, very happy to come here, because this is, I think, my favorite part in Rio for secluded beaches and wild beaches.
In the city.
In the city. And I was very shocked when you told me that you've never been here, because this is, like I said, the best part for me, and I think you really liked it, right?
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I think it's my favorite part in the city of Rio now, especially because there's just so many secluded beaches. Really awesome. And we just really love Rio overall. The last time that we were here, we said that it was the most beautiful city that we've ever visited, and I still think it is, like, for a big city. Normally to visit places like this in other countries that we go to, you have to go really, really far away from like the big city area. But here in Rio, it's kind of all like that. Obviously it has its problems. Last time that we mentioned that it was the most beautiful city, they were like, how can you say that, because there's the crime and everything. But we're talking more about, like, visually. It's visually the most beautiful, and the crime is kind of exaggerated. I think the risks, obviously there's high risks compared to many other countries, but it's not like we're getting robbed and dodging bullets. It's just a peaceful vacation, and every time that we come here it is, nothing ever happens at all. So yeah, I think it is kind of exaggerated. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, tomorrow we're going to be heading to the mountainous region of Rio, and we're going to be spending a few days there, make a few videos, and it's going to be good because it's a side of Rio that people don't see often. People mainly just see the beaches, Sugarloaf Mountain, Christ the Redeemer statue, but there's a lot more to see in Rio, a lot more interesting things to see. If you like this video, drop a like as usual to support us, subscribe to see more like this, follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you around.